Welcome, fume heads, to our thoughts on Uomo by Valentino, an exclusive at Nordstrom for us here in the United States. Now, my lovely wife, Amanda, is not here, but she will be shortly to give you her thoughts. I know we all appreciate that. But for now, I'm going to start off with my thoughts. And let's start off with the notes. At the top of this, we've got Italian bergamot, myrtle liquor, cream of giandoia, leather, and cedarwood. I'm going to talk about a couple of these notes shortly. But first off, the overall feel of this fragrance is a creamy and powdery blend. Now, powder. A lot of you know I'm not a fan of powder. Well, sometimes I'm not. It can be offensive to me. It can nauseate my stomach. Can come across as feminine. But sometimes it does not. In this blend, it does not. And it doesn't scream feminine to me at all either. There are a few saving graces with this fragrance that keep everything in check for me. Keep it masculine. So, I appreciate that. Now, let's dive into the notes. The Italian bergamot. At the top of this, it's not even worth talking about, but it's there. Just a splash of it, and poof, it's gone. And let's talk about myrtle liquor. For those of us that are unfamiliar with that note, like I was, I guess in regions of Italy, there's a popular alcoholic beverage called myrto, which is made from the berries of myrtle. So for me, this note in this fragrance is supposed to be an addition of berry booziness. And do I get that? Why, yes I do. But it's not loud and proud. It's not very dominant. It's subtle. It's not like the blackberries in Jubilation 25, where they're loud and proud in your face. Now we move on to the heart. Cream of giandoia. What is that? Well, I'm going to tell you, for those of you that don't know, like I didn't. Giandoia is a chocolate hazelnut spread. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? And do I get that? Yes, I do. The chocolate in here comes off more as like a dark chocolate. And the hazelnut in here, I pick up on that as well. But here's where a similarity comes into play for me. Now, I said similarity. It doesn't smell like it. It just reminds me of another fragrance. And it reminds me of Vetiver Tonka by Hermes. I get this hazelnut vetiver combo going on with this blend. And it totally reminds me of Vetiver Tonka. Love it. But just like everything that's going along with the powdery creaminess of this fragrance, the chocolate, the hazelnut is all very subtle but noticeable. Then we move on to the base, the leather. That's subtle. The cedar, that's subtle as well, but noticeable. Everything in here I can pick up on, so I appreciate that. I love the combination of notes that are going on. Now, we get into the relation that people say this reminds them of Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense. Do I pick up on that? Now, I can see why people would think that at first. There's that creamy powderiness going on, but this fragrance totally lacks, is null and void of that very distinctive character that Iris has, that waxy lipstick quality that's going on. This does not have that whatsoever, but it does have a very similar creamy powderiness that Iris can have. So I can see why people say that it would remind them of it. But extremely similar, I don't think so. And for those of you that put this on, that put on Uomo and Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense, and you wear them side by side, and you say they smell the same, you have got to stop sniffing gray flannel and do it now. Because, boy, they do not. Especially when you do a side-by-side. Very different fragrances, for sure. And especially to Dior Homme. And that's the one that it's getting related to the most. I totally don't see that. I mean, if anything, this would be closer to Dior Homme Intense because it's got the cedar going on in the base along with that powdery creaminess. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts, though. Very different fragrances, for sure. Now, longevity, I would say 8 hours. Projection, this one is soft. This one is under average, sits closer to the skin. So this would be for somebody that doesn't like their fragrances to jump off, that likes them quiet. And this fragrance for me screams for more of a person that likes to dress up. A formal type of scent. This could very well be casual as well, but it definitely would work awesome for somebody that likes, that likes suits, that likes fancy stuff. Which, that's not really my type of character, my type of personality, which gets me to talking about the bottle. The bottle, I think, is beautiful. I respect the bottle, but for matching my character, as a fragrance that I would have sitting on my shelf would just kind of be awkward for me. Because I'm more of a laid-back, rugged, casual kind of guy. Not so sparkly and shiny. So, there's that. So my final thoughts on this fragrance. I would personally give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. It's above average, but doesn't quite reach rock star status. It just sits a little too quiet for my taste. I cannot pick up on it on myself throughout the day. People don't notice it on me. They have to get up close to smell it, but when they do smell it, they do find it enjoyable. But man, I wore this for quite some time and nobody said nothing. And people say stuff, to me about fragrances, and this one was just nothing. Nothing came out of it. So that was very uninspirational for me when it came to this one. And, there are some things that I would change about this. I would love to see that berry booziness turned up. I'd love to see, hell, even throw in the iris in there, give me that waxy lipstick, little bit of it, just a little bit of it going on. Give me a little bit of incense in there as well. See, when it comes to a rockstar fragrance, that is something that I would not want to change at all. With this one, there's a bunch of things that come to mind that I would have liked to have seen happen. So, when thoughts like that come into my head, I cannot think of it as a rock star, but it definitely is a solid fragrance to look into for sure. It just might work excellent for you, especially if you like. So now I have the lovely Amanda here.
Yay!
But I like this Amanda part because there's always something that I forget. I forgot a few things.
Oh, here we go. So that way it takes more of my time telling you good people out there how I feel and what I think.
Just quick. Quick. Okay. The first one's real important.
Okay.
Because this review is dedicated to SV Tang 03. What's up, brother? Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Number 2, I forgot the color of the juice. When you look at the color of the juice, it almost kind of looks like that glass of Myrtle wine I showed you earlier. So by looking at the color of the juice, you would think you would get more of that berry blast. And 3, what I forgot, I like to show the Fragrantica rating. So here you go. There's lots of love going on for this one over at Fragrantica. Now let's find out what Amanda thinks.
That's right, my time.
Ready? Let's go.
Okay. I say the dry down is very decent. What? Don't you like my opinion? I like it. It's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is very soft, isn't it?
It's very soft.
It looked like you had to dig in to smell it.
Yeah, well, it has a powdery kind of quality to it.
Yeah.
I mean, not so, like, old lady powder, but... You don't. Stop! I'm trying to say something. It doesn't have, like, that old lady powder quality to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you almost have to get right into it just to smell it. Because I can't smell it up here.
Yeah. That's one of my kind of complaints about this one, is it sits too close. But
it's a cuddle one, like this.
Yeah, it's a cuddle scent.
Oh, it's a cuddle scent.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
But other than that, I mean, if you were to walk, like, in front of me or behind me, I couldn't have told you if you did or not. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
So.
Up close and personal type of scent. Now, before we started this, I turned on the TV behind me, and I think I got the lighting too far off on this, but she looked at the bottle, and she was like, oh, I like that bottle. It's pretty. And that's one thing I said about this, was for me and my character, like if I picked out a signature scent, this one might not match completely just because of the bottle. Because for me, having this bottle sitting on the shelf, it's kind of too pretty and shiny for me. You know what I mean? More for me, this fragrance kind of fits like more of an upscale kind of dresser. You know, someone who dresses up or formal. Yeah. A suit type of guy or something. Someone who likes sparkly, shiny, finer things in life.
That looks like a crystal.
Yeah, and I'm more of laid back, rugged kind of casual guy.
There you go. That's who we are.
So, that's it.
That's it. Very simple, quick. But I mean, I like the smell.
Yeah.
I do. But it's just really soft. So.
Up close and personal. So.
Up close and personal.
There you go. That's it. We appreciate the support. Appreciate you stopping by. And make sure you give us the big thumbs up. Show your support. You know you want to do it.
That's right.
And if you have any thoughts on this fragrance, be sure to share them down below.
Yes.
Because I always appreciate hearing that. And if you'd like to learn more about this fragrance, follow the link down below.
Right.
But that's it. You guys take care.
And we will see you later. Bye.